Yeah. Are we live?
We're live.
Are we live? Okay, cool. Good morning. You reached 895themix.com, the people's voice, the people's choice. 895themix.com, the place you go for your personal conversations, for your business information, and for your spiritual inspiration. 895themix.com, available online or on the TuneIn app.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
It's like a double Monday.
Yeah, a little bit. But now we can get to work for real with our own stuff in our own comfort zone.
And all that good stuff. I am Lisa Santiago McNeil.
And I'm Brian Keith McNeil.
And this is
About Last Night.
Hit it, baby. What are we talking about today?
I find it impossible not to talk about it at least once. I want to talk about this election cycle, this election season. I want to know your opinions about it. To me, it seems particularly strange.
Okay.
The elections process. A very, very strange process we have here. And because this is our juke joint, I'm going to go ahead and share my political leanings. And hi, good morning, Sister Flo. Good morning, Emily. How are you guys doing? But we're going to talk about this election cycle. I'm going to let you guys know my leanings, what my feelings are about it. And I really want to know yours, Lisa, and I really want yours, too. Anyone that's willing to post your thoughts, we really, really want to have them this morning.
Yeah.
But to me, this is the strangest election ever. We have an opportunity for the first female president, the first woman president in history.
Yeah.
She's been in public service for more than 30 years now.
Good morning, Stephanie Washington.
And she's been come at every kind of way for the last 30 years. So she has to be a tough woman.
That's right.
But she's running against a man who's never had any office at all, who's never served in any office at all. And until he claimed to be running for president, no one has ever heard of anyone ever thinking about him doing anything for anyone other than himself.
I thought you were going to say until he was running for president, nobody ever heard of him.
We've heard of him. He's been very, very public. We've heard of him since the 70s.
Yeah, he has popularity. Good morning, Mr. Rithia.
He comes from money.
Dorothea, I'm sorry.
He comes from money. His father was a billionaire, and he gave him lots of money. Donald Trump is willing to confess to his father giving him a small loan of $1 million, but we all know a year later he gave him another $14 million to get him out of trouble. So he started off with a lot of advantages.
Good morning,
These same two candidates, one has served in public office for 30 years, one has no political experience at all, no public office service, not even city councilman, nothing.
I think in and of itself, that's not that running for president is not necessarily exclusive to having to have previous office, except that I mean, for the simple fact that there are some things that require knowledge that may not have been necessarily gained in
Good morning, Melba. Good morning, Stephanie.
Melba said he's a spoiled brat.
Yes. Good morning, Sister Katura. How are you? Well, besides those things, I appreciate you saying that. That's not necessarily disqualifying by itself.
Right.
But there's some other things, too, that I find particularly troubling.
Yeah.
Twice he was sued in federal court for racially discriminating against African Americans in his apartments. Right now he has 75 pending court cases. Right now. 75 pending court cases.
Yeah.
To include the one in November for fraud of Trump University, where it's 3 different states suing him.
Yeah.
Texas, New York, Florida dropped out. So it's 2 states suing, Texas and New York. And we also have
now they're suing him for his business practices.
Yes.
And then he's facing criminal charges for
rape on December the 16th. Brutal raping of a 13-year-old girl, tied her to the bed and raped her brutally at the home of Mr. Epstein, who's a known pedophile.
Now, there are people that say that Hillary's hands are not clean.
Oh, yeah, we can talk about that, too. So, anyway, I'm trying to create a frame before we can get into the context.
I'm framing with you.
Okay, all right,
I just want to maintain balance.
Well, good.
As much as I can.
As much as you can. Because I'm going to ask that question. Yeah. Why are people willing to overlook so much?
I'm not overlooking anything.
Well, I'm going to ask that question formally. Why are people willing to overlook so much?
Good morning, Vivian.
So, anyway, where was I? before my frame got disrupted.
I'm sorry. You're disrupting your frame.
I have my coffee in here. It's in there.
You'll be all right.
Anyway, so we got these two things going here. He has these. Oh yeah, in the past 30 years, he's been more than 4,000 lawsuits in the past 30 years. Many of the lawsuits are because he chose to not pay people that he owed money to. And he believes that's good businesses. Also, he's not willing to be transparent with us. He's going to share his taxes, which is, I think, is a galling thing. I think should disqualify you from presidency. So with all that being said, and I can keep going on and on, but I don't, because I want your opinions this morning. I'm riding with Hillary, okay? She does not have squeaky clean hands, too. There's some stuff you can throw at her. When she served, they like to bring up how she helped a child rapist to get off or something like that.
Yeah.
When she was practicing law. Okay, they like to bring it up. But if something that happened when she was like 22 years old and her emails is all you got on her, that's not enough for me. So I said a lot. I want to know your opinion about the entire cycle.
I'm not doing that.
Why not?
Because I don't respond that way.
Okay, how do you want to do it? How you want to do it?
I don't disagree with you.
Okay.
So I don't need to rehash all the reasons that I don't disagree with you on a lot of things. But I do believe that there are some misconceptions about some of the things. Not trying to save Donald anything.
Good morning, Vivian.
Okay, I'm not trying to do anything to help him.
Good morning, Gerard.
But there are some business tactics that he utilizes that people are ascribing to him as fraudulent, and then that fraudulent, people just don't understand enough about them.
Good morning, Judy. Good morning, Tina. Good morning, Smooth. So yes, like people, you're very good at that because you understand the laws of defending some of his practices. Okay,
not defending them for him, defending them for the right. That's right, defending them in order to maintain the right for other people to utilize them. When you are aware of something, when you are aware of knowledge and don't use it, that is as bad as ignorance.
Good morning, Cheryl. How you doing? Yes, but for someone who is legal for him to get away with not paying federal taxes,
it's not getting away with. You pay what you owe.
It's legal for him not to pay federal taxes. Okay, however, it's not very right. I'm going to tell you why it's not right. Because his buildings are built on roads that federal taxes pay for. Federal taxes pay for streets. Federal taxes pay for police. Federal taxes pay for fire departments. Federal taxes pay for public libraries. There's lots and lots and lots of things that he benefits from that federal taxes pay for.
Right.
So, again, it's another example of him benefiting but being unwilling to pay. And you know that one thing I learned, too, about that $916 million that he claimed as a loss? None of that money was his own. That was investor money.
Okay.
So he didn't even lose it.
So Ms. Nova says, to be honest, I would rather have Hillary than a man who will purposely purports hatred and bigotry even among those blacks who support him. I agree with that. I completely agree with that. Good morning, Gerard. He says, good morning. I'm just saying, why is an email on Hillary's server that was never sent out weighed heavier than the rape charge or any of his egregious?
I agree. Yesterday's news, Gerard,
1,010%.
all those people, Kellyanne Conway, all of his, they were trying to conflate that Hillary's emails was as bad as Donald raping a 13-year-old child.
We can't.
Matter of fact, Corey Lewandowski, they was basically shrugging it off. And my boy Bakari wouldn't let him get away with just shrugging. What do you mean? I mean, and plus, you know, I had a conversation with my wife this morning over breakfast. And we was talking about how...
get your face in the frame.
We was talking about how the emails came out on Friday, okay? Well, last Friday was when all that stuff about the women stepping forward accusing him. Okay, so it's been 12 up to this point. The Friday before that was the recording, the tape on the bus. The Friday before that was when we got the taxes. So all of this stuff has come together, and all you got against Hillary is some emails, like Gerard just said, that she may or may not have sent. Matter of fact, no one has read any of the emails until Sunday night, because Sunday night is when they got the warrant. So all they knew is that there were emails on a private server. They don't know what they said. They don't know nothing. So it just it boggles my mind. Go ahead.
Absolutely. No, I don't have another point. Go ahead.
Okay. So I like to talk about why does it seem that there are so many people who are never Hillary people? Why is there so many? Why is this election close at all?
It shouldn't
How
be.
can any woman in her right mind vote for Donald Trump?
I don't think it should be close at all. I do believe that a lot of the support that Trump has nothing to do with his politics and more to do with his
what?
Rabble rousing.
His rabble rousing. And he has created, it is. He has created an environment where people's ugly side can be seen. A safe place for that. Mm-hmm. Where you can yell, Jew USA, and he can say from the lectern, get them out, hit them, tell them to go to hell. All that kind of things. Make fun of a person with a disability. I don't know what he said. I don't remember. That kind of thing. He makes it safe for people to act up at his place, at his rallies.
And in some cases, people within a certain business line, industry, or whatever, they align themselves with the Republican Party, and then they just felt like they had to stay with him or stay with the Republican Party until things just got this dirty and this nasty.
Hatred is bigotry. Call it what it is, Lisa.
Yeah.
That's what Melba says.
Yeah, it is.
Good morning, Aunt Betty. How you doing? I'm happy that my Aunt Betty. Good morning, Donna Neely. How you guys doing?
Yeah, I think hatred and bigotry has a lot of power.
Good morning, Vivian.
People are many people are looking for opportunities to justify their hatred and bigotry, and when you give them the opportunity to do that, then they want to do that.
You know, I pay attention to some political sites I like. I like 538.com and I like realclearpolitics.com. So I always go to those two. And I also like abcnews.com and msnbc.com, cnn.com, and foxnews.com. I check all of that. I like Fox News because I like to see what they're talking about at the same time that MSNBC is talking about.
You want to see the spin.
Yeah.
The spin room.
they can see the same exact thing but have entirely different perspectives, and it kind of interests me to see that. Yeah. So I do always check Fox News too. But one of the things I've been checking over the past month, for example, like a month ago.
Stop tapping on that table.
You're right. A month ago, according to 538.com and NewYorkTimes.com, I go there too, they had Hillary with an 88% chance of winning and Donald Trump with a 12% chance of winning.
Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Johnny. You're Brian.
Good morning, Johnny Cozart Jr. What's up? That's a brilliant young man. I love Johnny.
88 to how much?
88% to 12% about a month ago, but as of yesterday, they're down to 75 and 25%. So it's getting closer.
I don't get that. I don't get how we could be getting closer, except that people are less concerned about the issues, and it's growing in the lifting up of the rocks, if you will, where the stuff is coming out from under the rocks.
Stephanie. What a great question.
What did she say?
She goes, how are these two the candidates, the options we have? Coming from a squeaky clean presidency, and if anybody should have been caught, they was trying to catch a rock.
No freaking idea. Click Seymour. So she's got another point in there. Yeah,
let's see.
There you go.
See, Stephanie, I don't want to call this. I don't think this is the lesser of two evils. I don't think this is the lesser of two evils. I don't even think they're close to being evil. If you look at
equal as evils.
Yes, one 30 years experience, one with none. If you look at my post from yesterday, I posted from PolitiFact, where they're tracking the truthfulness of the candidates. And one of the things they said since Hillary's been running was she has lied 27% of the time. Either partially untrue, mostly untrue, completely untrue, and then pants on fire liar. 27% of the time.
Bernie was at
28% of the time.
Donald Trump is, drum roll please,
71% of the time. 71% of the time. So he's lying at a rate 400% higher than her. Also, they're tracking him. He's lying on average between 20 and 37 times per day.
Absolutely.
How can you lie? Good morning, Sister Ella Fowler. How can you lie between 20 and 37 times per day?
Yeah. Miss Melba says it's not easy to judge. I can't see any more over there.
It's not easy to judge when we live in an ivory tower and have never had to struggle. What gets me is his blatant disrespect of veterans and white people are still support him. Will still support him.
Yeah, I don't get that either. But again, they may be choosing the lesser of two evils.
And that's my point.
Because remember, that there was a season.
Look at the time.
I can't see the time.
It's 9:15 now, so we're.
Julia says you guys are good together. Thank you. Good discussion. Couture says no presidential candidate has ever been squeaky clean. That's correct. Not even our current president, President Obama, but he had the good sense to go ahead and put all of his own stuff out there before running, so that you could decide ahead of time on your own decision whether or not that was something that you wanted to do. We're going
to pick it up another time. We do have a plan in place to extend our time, but these morning shows at this time are 15 minutes long. Cue the music.
I can't. Go ahead.
Okay. We're just going to close, okay? We're going to close right now. Thank you for your time, your interest, and we're going to keep these things going. This has been 895 The Mix. Go, baby.
895themix.com, the people's voice, the people's choice. This is your station for personal conversation, business information, and spiritual inspiration. 895themix.com. Available online, your Facebook Live, and on your TuneIn app. I am Lisa Santiago McNeil.
And I'm Brian Keith McNeil.
And meanwhile, keep walking on water.
Thank you. We love you guys.
Bye.